because after I did the behavioral health center, like that was fucked up, dude. Like that was my first like welcoming to like what detox is for people.
Yeah.
And if it, for people out there that don't know like what detox really is, it's bullshit. I mean, there's things you need to do, and there's right ways and wrong ways of detoxing somebody off of opiates, alcohol, barbiturates, any of it. But what a lot of these places do is they just load you up so much of all this shit, so you're not feeling your withdrawal symptoms. You're not feeling the pain of any of it. You're a zombie.
Oh.
Yeah, for like 3 days. In like 3 days, you're out of it, and the shit's out of your system, and now you're just this walking fucking blob.
Whoa.
And so that was my first introduction to that. So I was like, I don't really want to go back there.
Yeah.
So then what happens after the zombie syndrome wears off?
And you start getting your head back a little bit, and then you start telling people what they want to hear as far as like, yeah, I want to get cleaned up, I want to get sober and shit like that. And it kind of happens with everybody that goes into it. And they just, I mean, within a month or so, they go right back out and doing their same shit.
Because it just like numbs them.
Yeah, and they don't learn anything from it. This is the thing I've learned with treating addicts and alcoholics and myself is that no one is going to make anybody want to get better unless they want to. Unless they got some little bit in them to make them want to get better, it's just not going to fucking happen. So now I'm taking a lot of pain meds, but everybody thinks I'm sober. You know what I mean? Like I'm able to hide it really well. And the problem is that you get on these pain meds for so long, and I always thought I was special because like I never withdrew off of them. And then I started taking methadone, and methadone is what they give heroin addicts to come off of heroin. Which is insane because if you take enough methadone, it's harsher than heroin. Yeah. And I found that out because I was like, I took a few of them, like, whoa, this is just like, because I've already shot up dope before that.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is like shooting fucking dope.
Whoa.
And I'm like, and it's just a pill. I don't have to be in with the grime, dude. I don't have to tie off. Like, I can just take a fucking pill, a couple pills, and we're good.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about it. I just knew that it got me higher than the rest of this shit. So I was like, I was fucking stoked. And I had a lot of it. I'm not going to say how I got it.
Yeah.
But I had a fucking lot of it.
Dang.
And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I'm cool with the chick. Like, she just thinks I'm moody. And the old man thinks I'm cool. I'm sober. Like, fuck yeah, we're good. We got this, dude. And then I ran out. And I remember this night because it was like the first night I realized I was like, we got a deeper problem now. Like, I was getting tattooed. And I was squirming like a bitch, dude. And like when opiate addicts, when people take a lot of pain pills, their pain tolerance is very low. So like,
after or just
always, yeah, because every little thing they know gets taken away from a pain pill. So like any little scratch, cut hurts a lot worse for an opiate addict. So getting tattooed was fucked, and I was moving around everywhere. And then I was out that night, and the next morning I woke up and it was like I had the flu. Opiate withdrawal is basically take the worst flu you've ever had, triple that shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and you will not sleep. It's not gonna fucking happen. Your legs are just like red ants crawling on your legs. So I was like, that was my first thing. I was like, uh-oh. Well, maybe I'm just getting sick. So I got a bunch more that night. Took up, we're good. So I had like a month left of that setup, right? Same fucking time the next month, same shit happened. So I started looking into it, and I was like, I realized and I found out that methadone is gnarlier to withdrawal than heroin. And it stays in it's got a half-life of 6 to 8 days in your system. And that can go into like 30 days because it gets into your bones. So like typical heroin withdrawal lasts anywhere from 4 to 7 days. Methadone withdrawal can last a full month, if not longer.
Damn.
And it's harder.
Like those pain, that leg pain?
Methadone, yeah, methadone's a different animal than like Percocets or anything like that. But yeah, and it was intense as shit. And so the first couple times I was able to hide it. Like, oh fuck, I just get sick. And then hopefully if nobody was around, like I knew that I could drink. And this is all, I'm supposedly sober this whole time too.
People still think.
Yeah. But I knew if I drank, like I wouldn't withdraw so bad. So I'd be able to hide that every now and then.